everyone, welcome to another episode of Vic's Garage. In this episode, I'm going to drain and drop the fuel tank so we can get a good look at the trunk pan. Just to note, you're going to see some stuff that's not factory in regards to the fuel system, like a sump that I welded to the tank and electric fuel pump, braided lines and such. These were all done at the time because I had a leaky fuel system, and if I was going to spend the money to replace it, I did it with the intention of what I was going to do with the car, which was planning to supercharge it, which I never got around to doing. So you're going to see some things that's going to be a little different than doing this with the stock setup, but we'll touch on that. Let's get to it.
What is that?
So as you guys saw, as I took the line off right where the inline fuel filter I installed was, there was a lot of this. And at first I was like, did someone throw something in my tank? But you know what I think this is? So I had a new tank and I welded this sump onto it. Now I wasn't the greatest welder. So there was a few pinholes in the welds and stuff like that. So to seal it, I used I think it was either POR 15 or KBS makes it. Like there's those fuel tank sealers you pour in, slosh it around, it's supposed to seal all the seams. So I think whatever model or stuff I use, it's delaminated over time. You can see like a fair bit of it has come loose. So all of it was caught in this inline fuel filter I put. You can see there's a fair bit in here. Still more. Just using a little nail to kind of scoop it out. And like I could see looking in it, probably won't show up on the camera, but like that's a fair bit. Still getting little flakes here. So I don't know if I would trust that stuff long term. You know, I probably won't use it ever again. I have friends that are better welders than I am now, so in the event I do have to go that route with the sump or something again, I can easily get one of them to do it or at least help me with it. So yeah, it was just kind of shocked me there when I undid that. Get back to it now, it should be drained.
Move the license plate cover just to get to the filler neck a bit easier. 4 screws. So now they say it's just a matter of twisting and pulling out the filler tank or filler tube. Whew. Harder than I remember. I'm sure all that gas tank sealer is not helping.
Okay, so now that I got the filler neck disconnected, which was a huge pain in the butt, I got to disconnect the lines to the vapor separator and then undo the bolts holding the straps, and it should lower right down.
Strap out. Alright, there we go. So then I get the return line, which I forgot about.
Remember to disconnect your sending unit on the right side of the tank. Okay, so for those of you with the factory fuel tank setup, on the passenger side, just so you know, that's where your sending unit hooks up, and that's where your fuel line is. So you just have to disconnect those before you drop the tank.
The fuel line hookup is a good spot to hook up a pump to drain your tank. Don't siphon it like Riggs in Lethal Weapon 3.
On.
Okay, so now that the tank is out, we can get a good look at underneath, and the trunk pan doesn't look too bad for the most part. Now over here on the driver's side, you notice there's some screws here. See several of them. So this is going to be a patch that was put down over here. So this isn't going to be original metal. This is going to be a patch. But the rails themselves don't look bad. And the passenger side, I'm all turned around under here, looks okay. So I think the floor pan in the trunk is going to be okay. Now when we come to the top, you can see here, this is driver's side. The screw heads here. And you can notice, like, that's not the same. Like, there's no divots or anything. So that's just a piece of sheet metal that was screwed down and put in place.
All right, guys, there you have it. Another episode of Vic's Garage. So, as we saw, the trunk pan looks pretty good. It's going to need some work, but it's not as bad as maybe the front floor section is. POR 15 gas tank sealer, not a permanent solution. That was a brand new tank that had never had any fuel in it that I welded the sump on, so it was just to patch or make sure the welds were sealed, and clearly it delaminated like crazy in that tank. You got the pictures, you saw it. For anyone else looking to do this, needing to learn how to drop their tank, at least on the 71 B bodies, make sure the easiest way for you to drain it would be probably to hook up a pump to your gas line on the sending unit. I had the sump, which made it really easy. Basically, you got to drain it however you do it. Just don't siphon it. Get yourself sick. After you drain it, or while it's draining, you can disconnect your sending unit, the vapor canister lines, remove the filler neck, then just loosen the front straps, lower it gently. Once you got the front end on the ground, you can slide it out over the back, and your tank's removed. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Hit the notification bell for when new videos come out. Slowly getting the historical content on the channel. You guys saw the last video where I covered some of the funny car commercials from the 60s and 70s. I got a video I'm working on in regards to the history of Chrysler's Ball Hemi. So if you don't know anything about that motor, it's a pretty cool story. So that'll be up soon. And till the next time, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.